Welcome to SGT Times Explainer. I am Arunachal. Today we'll discuss about harnessing hydropower. India is capitalizing on Arunachal Pradesh's potential as attention turns to the northeast. As India takes the world lead in climate action and meets its Paris Arrangement pledges, a northeastern state bordering Tibet is poised to become a hydropower producing the hotspot. India is attempting to strengthen its clean energy capabilities by proposing the construction of 13 hydropower projects in Arunachal Pradesh that would supply 13,000 megawatts to the national grid. The Arunachal Pradesh government signed memorandums of understanding with central public sector undertakings last week to build 13 hydropower projects. According to the Union Power Minister R.K. Singh, these enterprises would need to investment of rupees 1.4 lakh crore and would result in a significant increase in the region's per capita income. These projects will attract around rupees 1.4 lakh crores in investment to Arunachal Pradesh, resulting in a quadrupling of per capita income, and the country will have access to renewable energy. Similarly, 5 hydropower projects are under development in Jammu and Kashmir. So our hydro potential in Jammu and Kashmir is moving towards and a lot of investment is pouring in, said the Prime Minister in a release. The objective of the centre is obvious. It wishes to enhance the hydropower's proportion in India's renewable energy basket. The Power Minister also mentioned efforts being made to effectively use the country's available hydroelectric resources. Our current hydropower capacity is 47,000 megawatts, representing 35% of the available hydropower potential. Developed countries, on the other hand, have only used about 70% to 80% of their available hydro potential, the statement continued. Arunachal Pradesh is now witnessing the building of the Suransiri Lower Hydroelectric Project, India's largest hydroelectric project to date. The project's yearly energy generation is predicted to be 7421.59 MU. The project's installed capacity is 2,000 million watts. The SLHEB project is also a run-of-rider dam, which means that the flow of the water downstream of the dam is the same as the flow of the water upstream of the dam. Because it has no disproportionate influence on river flow, this is regarded as one of the most ecologically friendly hydropower methods. The government expects India's electricity consumption to double by 2030, and traces of this area already obvious. In the later half of 2023, the nation's electricity consumption has increased by 20%. This requires India to rapidly increase renewable energy generation, since it must not only fulfill rising electricity demand but also adhere to its climate pledges. Another significant project in Arunachal Pradesh is the ambitious Dibang project. The Arunachal Pradesh multi-purpose hydropower project is now on track, with NHPC Limited setting a deadline of this month to award tenders for all the main activity. The Dibang project, which is scheduled to be completed in 2032, would be India's largest hydroelectric project when completed. It will also include the highest dam in India, standing around 288 meters tall. The Narendra Modi government has made it a priority to capitalize on the northeast potential as an Indian hydropower center. While North India has the most installed hydroelectric capacity, that is 19,696.3 megawatts. The South has 9,741.6 megawatts in service. The Western area has 5,542 megawatts of installed capacity, while the East has 5,087.8 megawatts. The northeastern area has 2,027 megawatts of installed hydroelectric capacity. However, that position is about to change rapidly as projects with an installed capacity of 5,000 megawatts are being developed in the region, propelling the northeast ascension to the country's second highest hydro capacity. The overall hydropower generating capacity of India's northeastern states, including Bhutan, is around 58,000 megawatts, with Arunachal Pradesh alone accounting for 50,328 megawatts, the most in India. According to the Central Electric Authority (CEA), hydropower currently accounts for around 11% of India's energy mix. According to CEA, India has 145 gigawatts of hydroelectric potential, of which only 29% has been realized. Hydropower, unlike coal-fired power plants, is considered a flexible generator, since these units can be swiftly ramped up and down to meet the power demand at any given time. Currently, around 10.2 megawatts of hydropower is under development. According to the Central Electricity Authority, India will have installed 62.2 gigawatts of hydropower by 2032, with up to 65.7 gigawatts in the high hydro case. Furthermore, India has already reached a small hydro SHP capacity of 4.9 gigawatts with 1,167 small hydropower plants. While it is true that the Northeast is now receiving the attention it needs to support and quick development of its hydropower potential, states in other regions of the country are not sitting on the sidelines. In August of this year, Uttar Pradesh, for example, planned to build 3 hydroelectric projects totaling 3,250 megawatts. More than 1,000 hectares of land in the districts of Sonbhadra, Chandoli and Mirzapur would be required for these 3 plants. The initiatives would cost roughly Rs 15,000 crore and are estimated to provide 10,000 new job opportunities. In the case of Uttar Pradesh, the state has set a goal of producing 22,000 megawatts of renewable energy over the next 5 years. Government statistics examined by Money Control earlier this year indicated that at least 7 hydroelectric projects with a total capacity of 3,110 megawatts were planned to be commissioned in the current fiscal year. The Modi government has also taken several steps to incorporate hydropower into India's renewable energy revolution. In addition to additional financial arrangements, the central grants renewable energy status for being hydro projects under the hydro strategy. Previously, hydro projects with a capacity of up to 25 megawatts were deemed renewable and qualified for different incentives. Such advantages are now available to hydro projects larger than 25 megawatts. Apart from ensuring energy security through renewables, India is considering expanding its hydropower capacity in the northeast to demonstrate its willingness to confront an increasingly aggressive China, which has hinted that it may weaponize the flow of water from Tibet into India. To that end, the communist-ruled government has constructed a series of dams along the Brahmaputra known as the Yarlung Tsangu in Tibet. The Brahmaputra is an important water supply for India. According to the government, it is capable of meeting 40% of India's hydroelectric capacity on its own. The environment must be protected while India pursues its objective of expanding the percentage of renewable energy in the country's power basket. Some people have strong feelings about hydropower. When it comes to hydropower, environmental issues prove to be particularly significant, implemented in several projects. The government must devise novel methods to guarantee that India's increased hydropower capacity does not harm the environment. That brings us to the end of today's SGT Times Explainer. Thanks for watching.